introducing our first official episode of Knights of the Roundtable. We got a little Halloween edition today. We got 3 of us here, and we are going to take pretty much A to Z. We're going to go all the way through it, and let's get hyped for Halloween. We got
Christopher Rogers.
Omar Gonzalez.
and then Keller Marlette. And we're just going to go all the way through Halloween, man. Let's get it. I'm actually really excited about this. There's a lot of thoughts I've been having building up, because, like, man, I looked at the calendar. It's the 17th. I was like, oh man. Yeah, I know. It's speeding up. I haven't even taken any steps to get excited about it yet.
We haven't even decorated. We have the decorations, but they're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
I don't know. My family doesn't decorate for Halloween. They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Christmas though?
Christmas.
Are they decorating people, or are they just not decorate for Halloween?
They don't decorate for Halloween.
Okay.
They just think because it's between the month, but people get ready for Christmas.
Yeah, no, dude, that's real, dude. You have to get excited for Christmas or Halloween, and there is no in between for me. Every single day I have to choose one. I'm so zoned out of Halloween right now. That's why I'm excited about this. I get to kind of have a little feel of it, but the feelings I'm saving for Christmas, because you can't have both. At least in my mind, I'm weird like that.
I think the months October through December are really weird because it's almost like a roller coaster of emotions, because it's Halloween and it's Thanksgiving and Christmas. But of course, some people start celebrating Christmas today.
Way earlier.
And
Way
so
earlier,
it's what am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be celebrating? It's just it's kind of confusing, but I don't know.
No, I totally get what you're saying though. It's seasonal confusion.
Yeah.
But honestly, primarily the thing that I think started to bum me out with Halloween is that the whole point is you get in your costume and you go trick or treating and you get the candy. At what point do you become too old for that? At what point does that happen?
I really don't have an opinion on being too old to be trick or treating, but at any age people can go trick or treating. I don't know.
So, were you about to?
Oh no,
Okay,
you go ahead.
okay.
You go ahead, Chris.
I think it's okay. Well, I was probably maybe 14 was when I got the early signs of being too old. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, also I just had bad costumes, I guess. So I think
me
people
too.
they couldn't tell if I was like a trick or treater, if I was just I don't know. One time I ran out of ideas. My mom was a volunteer search and rescue person, and I literally just wore all her gear. I was I don't know, I guess I'm a search and rescue person. And I'm pretty sure people thought I was I don't know, some sort of chaperone. They didn't so they were hesitant to give me candy. I was oh gosh, maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. And then this past year I wanted to go just for fun. It's because it is fun seeing everybody and seeing all the costumes and decorations, and it's fun. But I think what really was okay, yeah, maybe this just isn't my thing anymore. It was probably about 8 o'clock maybe. We're going up the street, and this woman, she's sitting there, and she's like, I don't know, she's just sitting out on her driveway in a chair, and she's come on, come up, get your candy. And she's wait. And she had this big stuffed tiger sitting next to her. She said, "You gotta pet him." And I was okay.
Okay.
So I gave him a little pet, and she said, "Now pound it." And I gave her a fist bump. She's "Now here's your candy." And it was just because we were
she's treating
basic.
like a 3-year-old.
It was but it just made me uncomfortable.
You were maybe I'm too old for this.
I'm sure this, she was a sweet lady, but it was just awkward. It was late. There was no one around. I'm okay. It used to be fun.
It's just one of those moments where you're what do I do?
Maybe this isn't my. Maybe I should just. I think I'd rather just stay home and watch a movie or something instead of having to get in these situations, I guess. I don't know.
I remember one year, oh man, I think it was 7th grade. I'm with you, dude. I literally I was just giving out candy to trick-or-treaters with my parents. I got my dog in the garage, so we're just showing me set up. I'm playing Halloween movies, Coraline, the classics. And these are going on, and I'm just giving out candy. That's kind of what I do. It's kind of a little aesthetic of mine, I guess. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
And I was dude, I want candy that isn't here. That is right here. And I'm on my street. I can see the bottom and top of it. And so I literally was just let me slap on this cow costume. I walked up and down the street. When I was done, I was this is cool, but the magic for me is gone. Like
Yeah, like whenever you were little, you had like that excitement. Oh, I'm gonna get all this candy.
Yeah, and at some point, like I don't know, adulting hits you, and it's like, bro, I could drive and buy myself the same bag of candy.
Know.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
and I could sit and I could help give the kids the Halloween experiences I had, and it just felt better, you know.
Yeah.
But
it just feels different.
Yeah, it feels so much different. But because like some of the candy's nasty.
Yeah.
Some of the candy's nasty.
They get some of those like candies that you're like, I don't know if I want that.
Yeah.
Did you ever get like pencils and?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man. So like I swear I've seen like in like movies and stuff, people will hand out like acorns and just stuff that nobody wants, man. That's never happened to me.
Like
you know?
DVDs. Have you? I forgot the name of the
DVDs?
movie, but like it was like it was like a movie where like it was Halloween.
Yeah.
And like he came trick or treating to the house. The name of the movie is Big Daddy. Like
Big Daddy,
with,
yeah.
Adam Sandler.
Oh my gosh,
and he
yeah.
knocks on the door.
He knocks on the door,
and then
yeah.
He goes around and he makes a guy give the little kid like CDs and
I
like
remember
a
this,
watch or
yeah.
something.
Like give him your watch. Say Happy
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No, that's a great movie. And that is exactly like at a certain point, whether you have a kid to take with you, you take on that parent role. It's just I think it's part of the equation that is Halloween and trick or treating. But like some candy, like I don't know what you guys feel about candy corn, but like that when I see those candies, just from my like when I'm going through and I see candy corn, I get excited. Like there are certain candies that I will literally fight for every single year. Like I love those things so much. And I think that's the only reason, that's the only motivation I have for still like.
Candy corn is a pretty good candy. Like
I love it.
it's like one that you would like
addicted.
look forward to like for
Candy
Halloween.
corn is such a
like
controversial.
it's the height of, but it's so okay. I know some like you're about to say like people say it's like it's like plastic or it's wax, but no, like okay,
you have
like
to find
maybe
the best one.
It's like
or like
buttery
maybe-
sugar.
okay,
I don't know.
yeah.
okay, if I'm being honest with myself, it kind of has the consistency of wax.
Yeah.
But I still think it's delicious and I love it.
There's no other consistency like it, to be honest. With
yeah.
you. And I have nothing but positive. Because now I'm thinking, like, man, you might be onto something. Because like that, what it feels like in your mouth and on your teeth, like, is unequal. It's like you're biting into a soft crayon. Like,
But I'm okay
but
with
it's
it.
amazing. I love it.
People
Yeah.
just
It
people
is-
just don't know.
Yeah.
Like of how good it is.
It's fantastic.
Literally, I love having like a big old bag of candy corn, dumping it in like a big old popcorn bowl, and just leaving it like on the counter in our kitchen. And so like throughout the day, like throughout the whole month of Halloween or October, I can just like snack on it and I just eat it all up.
My mom used to do that too.
Yeah.
Like she used to just like put it in a bowl and like we would just go and grab some.
We literally
It would get like a little hard sometimes,
oh,
but like
the flavor's still there,
yeah,
kind
the
of.
flavor's still good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a whole nother like what do you call it? Can of worms. That's how full as that expression is.
Oh really?
Because it has different stages of awesomeness, and then sometimes you eat candy corn, they're all soft, and then one is like so I might leave mine out a little bit because it's like when they get harder and they get a little bit more stale, they take on an even better new consistency. At least
They
for
taste
me,
way better.
The crunch.
the crunch is good because
Yeah.
every once in a while you're eating it and then it gets soft in your mouth and it's like.
They
Do
feel
I
like
like this?
They feel
Oh.
like gummies, like
Yeah.
practically, like you're just chewing them. But like whenever they're hard, it's like actual candy corn.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen with anything else either. Like
I know.
if I bit into a hard fruit snack, I'd probably throw up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Probably.
That would be hard
Yeah.
to keep chewing. Yeah, like it would send a convulsion through my body saying this is not right, this is not good. But candy corn, like it could literally turn into sand in my mouth and be like, oh yeah, this is awesome, this is good, this is great.
I love like biting it, like eating bit by bit of it, like the different colors. Do you guys do that?
Like one at a time.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's
'cause I like-
there's like the white part and then like the orange part and all. So
Because
it's just, like,
it's compartmentalized. Is that the right word? Where
Oh, yeah.
it comes in pieces. So like you have a flavor, you have a flavor, you have a flavor,
Yeah.
and sometimes they break apart in the bag too, and you can eat one individually.
Yeah.
You know that feeling? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where you're like, I want to try this color first
Oh,
before
yeah,
I
yeah.
move on to this color, or
Bro,
like
Yeah, and honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I think candy corn's actually on the more expensive side. While you guys keep
Really?
talking, I'm gonna give us some exact prices here, but I mean, last time I checked, it was actually like not.
it wasn't too bad, but like it was. Like,
It's okay,
it's-
so
They call it cheap candy, like cheap Halloween candy, but like it's just the
It's
way
not,
that they make
yeah.
it.
So right now, this is interesting. So there's different types, there's different recipes for candy corn, and I think that this is
You can make it.
yeah,
Like at home.
yeah. But the different companies make different recipes. So like, but like I think the leading vendor is Brock's, BRACHS, and I'm looking at one that's a pound and a half for $12.
Oh
my
my gosh.
Yeah. And it's a lot of candy corn, but like a Walmart right here, this one's 10. Like it has its prices, but then there's other kinds that are worse. This one's a 2.5 pound bag for rounded out $3.
$3 for how many pounds?
It's a 2.5 pound bag.
So
it
that's
depends
what,
type
2
of candy
pounds?
corn you're buying. There's
the quality.
There's the good quality one, and then there's the one where like you're like, eh.
And honestly, I'm not totally sure, but I mean, I feel like I'm about down to what Chris about to say. I feel like the candy corn might be honestly better if it's cheaper. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I was gonna say I don't really care. I mean, candy corn is
Candy
candy
corn
corn.
is
I
candy
mean,
corn,
if you gave me a $12 candy corn, like I'll be like, oh yes,
Wow, great
and
quality.
I'd try it out. But like if you also gave me $3
Uh-huh.
candy corn, I'd be like happy. Like I'll be yay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna tell the difference like right away,
no,
but like.
I only eat $12 candy corn. Thank you very much.
Or you know what? Like I think the issue with candy corn and maybe why it hasn't been so well received yet, and there is controversial opinions on it that's beyond the flavor, is because with Halloween, okay, you know, you have fun size things. You have the Twix Mini, you know, you have like the Snickers, and there are these little things for Halloween.
Like
you
all
can
the
throw at people.
popular stuff.
There's no like fruit snack size bag.
I was
for candy
thinking that
corn.
earlier.
Yeah.
Like if I'm eating candy corn, it's at a party where like it's communal bowl and everybody's grabbing out of it, and it's like it's kind of
like little packages of like candy corn, like.
But have you ever like gone trick or treating and gotten candy corn from trick or treating? Like
No,
I don't think
I
I've ever
haven't.
done that.
In fact, I don't know how I eat it.
And if I have, like, it's probably been like somebody that like put it like into like a Ziploc bag,
Yeah,
like or something.
yeah.
Cause like I used to go to a church where like they had like a booth just for like pretzels, candy corn, like all like the smaller
yeah.
like stuff, and they didn't have like packages. It was all just like in Ziploc bags.
Yeah. I think if anything, Knights of the Roundtable needs to release a brand new candy corn line.
Right?
What is it like? You know,
It's
perfect
it is
prices
the
with
world's
amazing
most perfect,
quality.
Yeah, the world's most perfect candy corn in
Individual
all
packages.
sizes. Yeah, in individual packaging.
Yeah. Wow.
Or okay, hear me out. And I actually I don't know how I feel about this yet, but it's gonna just kind of be blurted out. What if there was a candy corn that, okay, you know how they sell like giant Hershey Kisses? Giant candy corn.
Oh.
Is there such thing of that?
Maybe
okay.
I can get on the interwebs here and figure it out. But I wonder if it would be kind of gross because they do have different flavors. All the different
they do.
Yeah,
And it's like I love candy corn, but like a mouthful of candy corn
is
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like I mean, some people really enjoy it. Like they're like, oh, I really like candy corn, but like not to that extreme. Maybe.
Yeah.
So it looks like they don't do giant candy corn. I've honestly assumed.
Hey,
Okay.
that innovation coming from Knights of the Round Table. We're gonna
Whoa,
start.
okay, hold on.
something.
Let me just make us all feel like really bad people real quick. Candy corn is an extremely controversial candy. Due that it's made of animal hides and bones, like like gelatin. And apparently, I'll do some more research here, but it looks like some candy corn have lead.
No.
So, some sort of toxic chemicals, which is probably why they can't make it that big, because it would be like trying to make a giant, like, you know, like if it's that much, it can't be produced in that same size, the same recipe. It wouldn't be as stable. It would probably melt before it gets to you.
Yeah.
We think about how like poorly candy corn's actually made. It's like none of them are like perfectly smooth. They're all like dented and weird.
Yeah.
You know.
That.
You see anything else on that topic, Chris?
We're looking at the ingredients.
I don't see anything. I just see like sugar, corn syrup, confectioner's glaze, salt, cocoa powder. I don't.
Is
see
that
any
yellow dye?
flesh
Yellow
or-
red dye? No, it's not that.
Yeah, let me double down on this. In addition to
Does
sugar,
candy corn have
syrup,
pork?
salt, maybe.
They're vegan candy corn.
Oh, what? Is that
let's-
just? I don't know.
Yeah. So. Oh, whoa.
Well, I don't want to look into it too much.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
I think we're like
I-
finding so much out right now.
Okay.
Well,
So
all we gotta know is that the best way to
Taste
secure your candy corn is with the costume. Something to think about.
yeah.
Um,
Speaking of costumes,
Yeah.
do you guys like make your own costume or do you go and buy a costume?
I think buy a costume. But
Buy
like
a
if you're like
costume.
thinking of like something that you don't think that you'll be able
Yeah,
to
if you
buy,
can't find it.
then you have to make it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever made it. Actually, that's not true. Last year, I was officially Halloweened out because I was saving my energy for Christmas, and I was in my English class, and I was like starting to feel bad. So I was like, dude, it was the Halloween week. I think it was like a Monday.
You're like, what am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Yeah, exactly. And I saw 3 pieces of paper. I cut holes, and I became 3-Punch Jim from that office episode. I just taped it to my shirt, and I kept it there all day, and it got some laughs, and I was like, that brought back the magic. So I wish I would have done more. But that's if you count that. Yeah, but like if not, I've always.
It's like
bought
you
my
just
costume.
don't think about it in the moment now.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I don't know if I want to do Halloween.
Yeah, I started doing the. You guys ever done an inflatable costume?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been doing that since like 6th grade. I started with a cow, which I brought up earlier, and I put that cow on in 7th grade, and that's why I just slapped that on. But then in 7th grade, I did an alien, where like it looks like you're being held by a giant
Oh,
alien.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I did like it looked like I was riding like a donkey or something. I would do something each year.
Those
It was-
inflatable costumes are like really cool. Like,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
bring the spotlight.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Whoa, you look so cool!"
I-
Like,
yeah.
it's a
Oh
cool
my-
costume.
So one year I was like I think I was like a big blue
Uh huh.
thingy.
Yeah.
And then I was of course I was a T-Rex.
Uh-huh.
One of those years. I had one time I
Mr.
met
Beast
another
T-Rex.
T-Rex. Yeah, while I was trick or treating, and we literally fought like on the sidewalk. We just started smacking each other's head, and then they kind of like deflated me. But I think I was like dying beforehand, anyways.
So you're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I just like walked away sadly.
I
That
don't
was-
think.
No, I think we hugged actually.
I don't think I've actually dressed up for Halloween. Like, maybe whenever I was little. I remember whenever I was little, like I used to always want to be like Buzz Lightyear, or like something else, like something like very basic. But like, I don't think I've actually like thought of something.
Yeah, I always have plans, but like I never actually
Yeah, me
make
neither,
them. Like
like-
I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make
Yeah.
this costume, and then it just doesn't work out.
Yeah,
dude, Halloween
like,
execution is its own whole thing.
I know.
Like right now, I want to get my friend group to be the Mario characters because like
Oh,
movies
yeah.
coming
Oh,
out
yeah.
for costumes to still
Yeah.
be popular. But I just it's really hard to get everybody on board with doing the same thing because it's like Halloween isn't as important to everybody, and it only works if everybody does it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
one of those
yeah.
situations
if
Well,
where-
we're doing
everybody's
a
like
group.
on
Uh-huh.
board and ready to do what you guys want to do.
And honestly, I'm pretty confident in this year because I think it was actually
Oops.
Mr. Martin that. What was that?
No, my mic.
Oh, I think it was actually Mr. Martin that mentioned it, but him and his friend are doing. They're both gonna be Luigi, which I think.
Oh,
is,
I
Oh,
love
yes.
that. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's gonna I think that's gonna be awesome. And so I think in that situation, you can't really mess up, because
Yeah.
you don't need everybody involved to do something like that, because
Yeah.
right from the get go, it's like it's scary, Thank you guys so much for joining us today in our first official episode of Knights of the Roundtable. I'm super excited. I had a ton of fun today. I don't know about you guys. This was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So this is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe this. But click through to our volume 2 where we're gonna discuss stuff like Halloween costumes, Halloween movies, and pretty much everything else that we didn't get to cover today. We'll see you guys over there. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Bye.